Namaskar, Rajkrishna this side. Today we are going to learn two small concepts in statistics, that is quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. Okay, so if you talk for quartile deviation, although the method to find Q3 and Q1 varies, but quartile deviation formula is same, and that is if I write in short QD. So quartile deviation is nothing but Q3 minus Q1. Now Q3 and Q1 can be found differently in different types of data. And if I talk about coefficient of quartile deviation, in short CQD if I write, so that is nothing but Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. There is also one term which is interquartile range, and that we something say Q3 minus Q1. Okay. So basically we are going to use these two terms only today, which is quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. So three types of data I have got. First type of data is that in which this data is given simply, the ungrouped one. The other type is in which the frequency table is given, and the third type is given in the form of class intervals. Okay, so we'll see all of the three, how to find Q3 and Q1, and if you find Q3 and Q1 you can easily find quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. So in first case, when data is given in this form, first goal is to convert in ascending order. So because my data is already in ascending order, first step is done. Second step is your Q1 is, the formula is n plus 1 divided by fourth term. Okay. So first of all, see how many terms are there. So that will be your capital N. So 1, 2, all they have given 12 months. So it will be 12 terms. So n equals to 12 here. So n plus 1. So if I find this, it will be 13 by fourth term. So 13 by 4 is 3.25. Okay. Now, if it will directly come third term or fourth term, then it's fine. You can write, first of all, take care that it is in ascending order. Okay. Now, if it comes third term or fourth term, then you can find it easily. But if it comes in fraction like this, then what you will do, you will write the third term, size of the third term, or whatever is the third term is there. So third term plus 0.25 is there, so 0.25 times. What is the next one? So next one will be the fourth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth one is 151 minus the third one, and third one is also 151 in this case. So what you do basically, if 3.25 is there, so third you will focus on, fourth you will focus on. Okay, you will do 4 minus third, put it in bracket, multiply by whatever decimal portion is there. So 0.25 was there, so 0.25 multiplied by fourth minus third. Okay, so third term is 151 plus this is 0, so you are getting this as 151. So you can write in rupees, which is 151. Okay, so you got the value of Q1. Similarly, you have a formula for Q3. I don't have much space here. So Q3, this is nothing but 3 multiplied by n plus 1 by 4. So if I see n plus 1 by 4th, I have already calculated. If I multiply that by 3, that will be 39 by 4. So that will be 4, 9, 36 and 3. So I'll have point and 0, 4, 7, 2, 0 and 9.75. So that will again be Q3 will be ninth term. So 3, 6, that means 162 plus 0.75 times uh, 10th one, that is 162 again, minus the ninth one. This is always not come same, this can come different also. So your Q3 is nothing but 162, again you can write in rupees. So, okay, now if they are asking us to find the value of this quartile deviation, that is nothing but Q3 minus Q1, which is 151 divided by 2. So this is 9 by 2, which is 4.5. Okay. Oh, 9, 151, 162. It's 11 by 2, sorry. And this will come out to be 5.5. And if they will ask you to find, although it was not asked, but if they will ask you to find the coefficient of quartile division, let me have my calculator, because I will need it for further problems as well. So if I need coefficient of quartile division, so that will basically be equal to uh, Q3 minus Q1, which came out to be 11, I think. So 11 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So 162 plus 151. Okay, so this is coming out to be 0.0351. Okay, so this, if they will ask, it will come out to be 0.0351. That was nothing but Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So first question is over. I hope it's clear to you how we find. If it comes fractional, then how to deal with that. Otherwise, it's simple. Q1 is n plus 1 by 4th term. Q3 is n 3 times n plus 1 by 4th term. Whatever term is there, that will be your Q1 and Q3, and then their difference divided by 2 is quartile deviation. Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1 is coefficient of quartile deviation. So this was the first type of data which we discussed. Now moving on to the second type of data which we will encounter. Uh, so in this, height is given and corresponding to that frequency is given. So what we will have to do additionally is to create a cumulative frequency table. Okay. So I will have to start from 10. I hope you know how to create cumulative frequency table. If not, let me tell you in short. So you start from 10. Now you add 12 to that. You add the next frequency. So that becomes 22. Now you will add the next frequency, which is 15 to that. So this becomes 37. Add the next frequency, which is 10, so 47. Add the next frequency and it becomes 61, then 79, then 85. So whatever is the last number which you are getting, that will be your n in this case. So your n is 85 in this case. Okay, and this is the how you get. And in that earlier case, finding n was simple. Just count the number of data, that is your n. But in this case, whatever with the final value of cumulative frequency, that will be your value of n. And now if you find n, now it's simple. After you reach to n, the q1 value is again, for that you will have to see the item which is corresponding to the cumulative frequency just greater than that number. That means if I say n plus 1 by 4, if I calculate it first, so if I calculate n plus 1 by 4 first, so that will be nothing but 86 by 4, which is 21.5. Now just greater than 21.5, as you can see, is 22. Okay, so 22 is there, and corresponding to that 22, whatever is there, that will be your q1 value. Okay, so your q1 value will be 51. Okay, because just greater than 21.5, what it came 22, and corresponding to 22, whatever height was there. Okay, so that will be your uh, q1 value. So q1 value in this case is 51. Okay, inches you can write. Now what about q2? For that, again 3 times n plus 1 by 4 if you calculate. So this will be, if I multiply the same value by 3, so that will be nothing but 64.5. So 64.5, just greater than that, I can see 79 is there. So 79, if it is there, so corresponding to that you are getting 55. So that will be your q3 value, which is 55. Now once you get q3 and q5, I hope it's clear that how to find qd from there, which is quartile deviation. Q3 minus q1 divided by 2. So that will be 55 minus 51 divided by 2, 4 by 2, which is 2. Okay, 2 inches. Okay, now coefficient of quartile deviation, if you want to find, so that will be difference is 4 and divided by the sum. Okay, so let's find it here. Difference is 4, and then it will have 55 plus 51. So I am getting is as 0.03, 106 is there. So you are getting 0.0377. You can roughly write it 0.038. Okay, and everywhere you can write inches. Okay, 2 inches, 50. Okay, so everywhere you can write inches in this. So this was coefficient of quartile deviation and quartile deviation for you. Again, to summarize, what we do, we find this factor n plus 1 by 4, whatever it came just bigger than that 22 came, corresponding to 22, 51 was there, so 51 was q1. Again 3 times n plus 1 by 4, this it came. Now corresponding, so first of all bigger than 64.5, so that came 79, corresponding to 79 it was 55, so that was our. Now moving to third type of data, which is this. Okay, so first of all I need to make some adjustment. That means I have to make the table. So this is your marks, and this is let me write it, frequencies in short, number of student, frequency. So this is the marks, this is the frequency in short. So now 0 to 5, how many? 4 students. Then 5 to 10, I have 6 students. Then 10 to 15, I have 8 students. Then 15 to 20, I have 12 students. And then 20 to 25, I have 7 students, and finally 25 to 30, I have 2 students. Now again in this case also you need to bother about the cumulative frequency that we have to find. So that is 4, then 10, then 18, then 30, then 37 and then 39. So this will be your value of n again, which is 39. Okay, sum of the frequencies, or this simply the cumulative frequency. Okay. Now what as again that factor you will focus on. So n plus n by 4, this is the factor. First calculate what this factor comes out to be. So 39 by 4, I think 7 point something, or 39 divided by 4, it is coming out to be 9 point something, sorry. So 9.75. Okay, now you will see, let me first write the formula. The formula in this case is a bit complex, so you need to have a focus on that. So the Q1 formula is L plus H by F n by 4 minus C. Okay. Now, okay. So first of all, we need to see which class interval, from which class interval we have to see the Q1 value, and for that just larger than 9.75, so that you are getting as 10. Okay. So in this you will focus for what values? You will focus on this for values like L, which is the lower limit of this class, this yellow class. Lower limit is 5, so L in this case will be, first of all write, we'll find Q1 from this class 5 to 10. This will be our class. Okay. Now if you find this, what will be the lower limit? That is 5. Okay. Now h will be same throughout the problem, because h is nothing but the width of each class. So that is 0 to 5, so that is simply 5. So that is again h is 5. What is the frequency? Frequency is nothing but this frequency. In this yellow, whatever is the frequency, that is your frequency. This C value is interesting because this C value we get from the line above this yellow line. So that is 4. Okay. So this C value is the cumulative frequency above the our required line. So that is 4. I hope I have got all the values. Let's plug in. So L, which is 5 plus 5 by 6, n by 4 is 9.75 minus 4. So this will be 5 plus 5 by 6 times 5.75. So this 5 plus 5 by 6 times 5.75, and this is coming out to be 9.79. So Q1 is coming out to be 9.79. Similarly for Q3, we need to focus on this factor, which is 3n by 4. So 3n by 4 will come out to be thrice of n by 4. N by 4 was 9.75. So if I calculate this, this is coming out to be 29.25. Now 29.25, larger than this, I am seeing 30. Okay. So let's use some other color and highlight this. So this 30 is our required now. Now in this case, again we have this as our interested class for Q3. Okay. Now if you have got this, can easily say that your L is 15, your H is always 5 in this particular problem. Then your frequency will be 12, your C will be just above that, so that will be 18, just above 30 you can see 18. And once you have got this value, you can easily find Q3 as L, I think L plus H by F and 3N by 4, yes, minus C. So L is 15 plus 5 by 12, 3N by 4 is 29.25, minus C is 18. So this will be 15 plus 5 by 12 times 11.25. Okay, so let's calculate this. So I have 15 plus 5 by 12 times 11.25, so I'm getting 19.687. I can roughly write that as 19.69. Okay, so I've got both the values, and now I'm in the situation where I can find what was there, quartile deviation, which will be Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. So that will be 19.69 minus 9.79 divided by 2. So 19.69, although I don't need calculators for this small, but to maintain accuracy, 9.79 divided by 2. So this is coming out to be 4.95. 4.95. And what was our discussion for? It was for marks, so you can write marks here. Okay. The coefficient of quartile deviation will be Q3 minus Q1 in numerator. So let's calculate it. 19.69 minus 9.79 divided by their sum. So 19.69 plus 9.79, and this is coming out to be 0.335. Okay, so this Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1, this came out to be 0.335. Okay, so you found the coefficient of quartile deviation as well as the quartile deviation. In this case, you can write everything in the coefficient does not has, because it's a ratio, you will not have to deal with marks. So now as we saw, for all three types of data set, first type of data set was a simple one, just arrange in ascending order and then find Q1 and Q3, and you can find the coefficient of quartile deviation and quartile deviation. Second was you need to find the cumulative frequency, then n, then again n plus 1 by 4 and n by 4 corresponding to that whatever was there. That was again simple, and here we need to think a bit because values are there. So L, H by F, n by 4 minus C, things like that are there. Please note that C, capital C, will be from above that required. So if yellow is there, so above that yellow, whatever is the cumulative frequency, which was 4, if red is there, above that red, 18. So you need to keep these small things in mind, otherwise it is not a big deal to solve this type of problem. So that's it for today. We'll see you with some more interesting concept. Thanks again.